Hodo. Hey! Welcome to another Ramble Radio.
But.
Yeah.
Also video. Also
Stop
video.
it. Come on, Eddie.
It's true.
You can't toy with us
I
like
suspect it's also video.
this. You cannot toy with us like this, but I'm
suspect.
inclined to believe
I know
you're correct.
it feels like it's a staged video, but in actuality, it's a real video. It's not staged. It's real.
And you think, speaking of, you think it's just you and I.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the conventions, it's alt-right Cody's not with us today. Probably obvious
This is
reasons.
Comic-Con. This is his
Comic-Con. He's got to be there. He's got to cheer on his boy.
He's got to grease the palms. It's got to,
he's got to try to pretend like J.D. Vance isn't a horrific pick for vice president. He's got to do that. That's got to be tough. But Ramble Radio 437. By the way.
Yeah.
Are you in a good mood? Because I'm in a really good mood. Are you in a good mood?
I wouldn't say good, but not bad. Just okay.
Okay. See, I'm in a good mood.
What?
So
I'm glad you're in a good mood.
Well, I don't want to make it worse for you.
Okay. Well, you're not going to.
These fucking people.
Oh, see? Now, yeah, you made it worse.
See? These fucking people. Subscribe to the Ramble. 5-star rating. Positive text review. That's it. That's all we're asking. That's it. It's not that fucking hard.
It's not.
To create a fake
really
account.
Not.
Create a fake account. Do it. No one's going to get mad at you.
Do what you have to do.
For any kind of election fraud here, baby. You can do
we
it all
encourage
you
it.
want here.
We encourage it.
Ramble Podcast HQ. This is what it's all about. This is what we... Man, I just got back from Atlanta. I'm here. I had a good weekend over there. Something weird happened, and I'm regretting it, Eddie.
Okay, what happened?
So after I believe it was... I forgot if it was the early show or the late show Friday. I think it was the early show Friday. A patron of the comedy club.
Oh, sure.
It's been very awesome because I'm doing my hour about my fight with cancer.
Yeah.
Great meeting people after the show, and I've been meeting a lot of cancer fighters, a lot of cancer survivors. It's been great. And this one woman came up to me and told me that she was a cancer survivor, and then she said that she thought if she was going to die of cancer, she didn't want to die with small tits. So she was from Georgia. She's like, I got these big old fake titties now. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, good for you. Yeah. Then there they were, prominently on display. And
whatever gets you through.
Right.
That's what you want.
Like,
that's what
and then she's like, you got merchandise? I was like, yeah. And then she pulls her purse open. Fucking loaded 9mm right there.
Of course. It's Georgia, man.
And she goes, oh, it's all right. I'm a cop. Like I should be more scared now. And very nice. Bought my download drop cards of all my comedy albums. I hope
very nice.
Listening
Lovely
to
lady.
them now. I hope she's a rambler and now is giving us 5-star ratings and positive text reviews after having subscribed. The question is, should I have thrown it all away and boinked her, Eddie?
I mean, everything that Andrea's done for you,
right?
Literally saved your life at least 3 times that I can count.
Yeah, sure.
At least
multiple
3 that I
times.
can count.
Right.
But probably should have thrown it all away.
I mean, hello.
Probably should have boinked her. Just for the story.
Who's going to save my life more than a chick with a loaded gun
and huge knockers
who claims to be a cop?
Because when you finally do, take your last breath in this world, it's going to be the stories that you had.
That's what matters.
That you experienced. Not Andrea saved my life 3 times. No.
Would the gun have come into play? Would the loaded gun have made an appearance if I had hooked up with her? What do you think? What are the chances the loaded gun is somehow involved in?
Now, could you, let's say in an alternate universe where you are not with Andrea and you would have raped this woman.
Oh, if I'm just single?
If you're single and you go for it, could you climax? if you're on the bottom, she's riding you, and then when she's climaxing, she pulls out the 9mm and starts firing it in the air, like she's riding a horse, chasing down someone on a wanted poster. Could you climax?
I would have shrunk instantly and then peed all over her out of fear. Like, maybe that was the goal. Maybe that's what she would have wanted. But it's instant shrink, and I'm pissing out of complete fear. I'm just peeing all over the both of us and screaming. Are you kidding?
Yeah. All right, well, then maybe this wasn't the right person for you.
Probably wasn't the right. But again, I still should have, right?
Probably for the story. Yeah, you should have. Yeah. But, Andrea would have understood, I think.
I haven't asked her yet. If she's listening, I don't think maybe she could hear. This is the first she's heard of it.
You got the one. She's got Schmerelson and Duggan on how many times?
Hacksaw. I can't one time. I can't go.
You can't one. You can't one comedy fan. You can't, but she can hacksaw Jim Duggan every Tuesday night.
Jim Duggan and Scott Schmerelson. Talking about some bagger who was cute at Albertsons. Like, oh, okay, really? So
right.
Some fucking 18-year-old with his first job she can talk about?
And you can't? Someone who's appreciative of your comedy stylings?
With a loaded gun?
And huge knockers?
Could have raped me had she really...
Right, there's your out! At gunpoint, she raped you.
What can I do? What the fuck?
I have to. This woman with huge knockers has a gun on me.
Could you do it if a woman held you at gunpoint?
Oh.
Could you? I'd be dead. I don't think I could get it up. I'd be too scared.
It would be a challenge. It would be a challenge.
I think I would be dead. I think it would have killed me. It would have absolutely. Take the bullet. Just take the ultra loss. It's all over.
Speaking of that, there's a great scene in this. You haven't seen this season of The Boys, but
I haven't. I gotta start watching.
There's a great scene where someone has to get an erection under duress, and they fail to do it.
They couldn't pull it off.
No, they could not pull it off, and they suffer the ultimate.
Does that scare you? Does that thought scare you? Ever having been in that situation? Like, could you?
I mean, I can't see a way I would ever be in that situation. It's like, do you ever see yourself like walking on the moon? I'm like, no, I don't think I'm ever going to be
happen. So
in either one of those situations. Right. So it's hard to wrap my head around it.
Right. I'm not going to have to worry about it. You would think. Generally.
You would think.
Generally, wouldn't have, that's not going to be a worry you're going to have. Ooh. But so Atlanta though, even with that, it was a very good show. A lot of fun, a lot of good times at the Atlanta Punchline. But happy to be back home. I'll tell you that much, man. Happy. Yeah. You know what was weird was on the final return flight.
Right.
So I went Orange County to Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Austin to Atlanta.
Okay.
On the way back, it was Atlanta, Oakland. So why not just Orange County? It's the same.
Just hang
5
left.
fucking hours. Right. So Atlanta
just
to
veer
Oakland.
left.
Veer left and you got us home, baby. So Atlanta to Oakland, 5 hours, and then Oakland to Orange County.
Right.
I was flying Southwest. Have you ever flown Southwest?
Unfortunately, yes.
I don't really mind them.
I'm not a fan.
Really? I like to sit wherever the fuck you want because I always have overhead space. As
long as you can get early enough where you're in Group A or B.
Yeah, that's it. And I do.
But if you're stuck down there on
C, you're
D or
fucked.
F, you're fucked.
No, they only do C's, A, B, and C, and that's it.
Yeah,
so
if you're in C, you're in the middle seat.
But here's the thing. What I do is I just set my alarm because you just check in 24 hours before the flight, right?
Yeah.
And I've never not been in Group A by doing that. I've never not been in Group A. I'm telling you. I don't pay extra, none of that shit. I just set my alarm, check into that motherfucker. I'm like usually A45.
Are you a window seat or an aisle seat?
I go aisle in case I got to drop a load during the flight.
Yeah, sure, of course.
With my new half a rectum, I have to go aisle. I used to be a window guy. Now I'm aisle seat guy. That's changed.
Right.
But so here was the weirdest thing. There was this older gentleman who also had a gun and fake tits and was trying to fuck me up.
Georgia, man. Georgia.
This is Oakland.
Oh, Oakland, man.
So there was this older gentleman when we're in Oakland. So we're all lined up in A group, and he just walks up as we're lining. Hey, is this where she is? Like, no,
no, we're under the A, which means this is A.
Big A on the thing. Like, no, this is it's A group. And he just walks and sits down. Okay, here's already funny. When he's surprise, the last guy on the plane. And it was not a completely full flight. So it's me, empty seat, window seat taken.
Right.
There's an empty seat. And there's like 8 or 9 empty seats on the plane.
Yeah.
He walks all the way up to me. And I stood up to let a guy in. Right? So this dude gets into the window. And then I stand up and he points at my seat. Is that taken? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, that's my seat. I got up to. Oh, you're not sitting in the middle. I'm like, no, I'm not. And then he goes, okay. And he just walks. And I didn't see, he didn't have any luggage with him whatsoever. That was the weirdest part.
You were never worried about this guy at all through the whole flight?
Because he had nothing to put anything.
He's not just going to run up and try to open the door mid-flight?
Maybe.
Oh, I thought that was the bathroom.
Hi, that's at the toilet.
I can't get this bathroom door open.
And then 30 minutes later, there's a knock on my window. You open it, he said, that ain't the bathroom. He's just hanging on. That's not the bathroom.
Did they serve drinks yet? Where are the drinks? Did they serve drinks? You give me an orange juice if she comes back.
It was like the no luggage threw me. The no anything. He didn't have anything. He didn't have a backpack. He didn't have a fanny pack.
No carry-on at all.
Nothing. What did he do?
Very suspect.
What was he doing? That made no sense.
Air Marshal.
I had to.
Air Marshal. You a terrorist?
Come on, you are, aren't you?
You got a bomb in there? You got a bomb?
But after Acolyte and Empire Strikes Back, could this guy have been Jedi Master Genius level, right?
Obviously.
Just pulling that move.
Right. That's why you got to suspect. Maybe he's the ultimate.
The ultimate.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Were you scared of this guy? Who knows what he could do?
The weirdest part was the no luggage. That really threw me. I was like, what? And then I didn't see where he sat down. Did he even exist is my next question, Eddie.
So you're thinking this is a figment of your imagination?
Or a ghost.
Or a ghost of Southwest?
Yes. He haunts that.
Or is this your own weird personal fight club in some sort of way?
That's my Tyler Durden. And
what if that is your Tyler Durden? Just the annoying guy. He's not a fucking kick-ass dude that teaches you how to fight. He's just an annoying fuck. Is your Tyler Durden?
It's like 72.
You sitting there? Is that your seat?
Oh, fuck. No, I just left the aisle open. I just sat in the middle in an empty row. I just decided to sit right here in the middle.
I boarded Group A so I could get the middle seat. That's what I did. I boarded Group A so I could get the middle seat.
Just to make sure, to guarantee I get the middle. It was fucking insane. But I miss him. Is it weird? I miss the guy. I think
about
him
it. Again.
I hope.
He might be in your brain. He might be in your head.
He flew to Orange County.
Oh.
If he was even real and on that flight.
He's somewhere in Orange County.
He also flew to Orange County with nothing.
That's why I think this guy's your Tyler Durden. I think he's in your head.
Did he fly up to Oakland, murder somebody, ditch the murder weapon, and then fly right back home in time for dinner?
Is that his hitman MO, just to be loud and obnoxious to the point of people ignore him?
No one's dangerous. Yes, they're like, oh, this guy.
This fucking. So everyone looks away. So he's just he just fucking plugs someone in the back of the head.
Boom, 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 boom. Do you know if they still have payphones at this mall? Because I want to make it. What? Boom, 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 gone.
Boom, boom. Does a mall have a thermostat? Can you turn the air up in the mall?
It's a little hot.
Boom, 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 boom. No one's paying attention to him because they're trying to avoid him. That's the greatest MO for a hitman ever.
Has to be. My God. So, one thing before...
Do you have an extra shoelace? Mine broke.
I can't make heads or tails as to what happened, but it's gone.
It's just completely off my shoe.
It's just not there. Can I borrow your shoelace? I'll give it back to you when we land. What? Okay. Now we got to get down to more business.
Sure.
Holy shit, Captain America New World Order.
Woo!
Woo!
Now, they've done a lot of reshoots, so that had me worried. All the reshoots they've been doing. Apparently, they test screened it a couple times, went back and reshot some stuff.
And it was just Fart City.
I guess it was Fart City. I don't know.
So they had to bring it. So here's the only thing that pisses me off.
Yeah.
If they gave Giancarlo Esposito a bundle of cash to save this movie and then sacrifice being Professor X, I'm going to be very upset. I don't care how good it is. I'm going to be very bummed out about that.
But I would imagine if Kevin Feige had him as locked in as a Professor X, they wouldn't have done this. So maybe he has something else. Maybe he wants to go younger with Professor X. I don't know.
Right. I don't know who. Now that's all we're thinking. Of course, could it be G.W. Bridge? There's been a few other. I mean, I want him to be Doctor Doom, but I know Doom wouldn't get his hands dirty like that. He wouldn't just.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but who knows? Whoever he is, I'm just so excited to see Gus Fring in Marvel. And I'm excited to see Anthony Mackie just take over as Captain America in a movie.
That fucking Red Hulk.
Ooh, and then fucking Han Solo as the Red Hulk. Indiana Jones as the fucking Red Hulk.
Oh, fuck.
Woo! I'm very again, as far as 2-minute trailers go, very excited. It did its job. I'm fucking.
It did its job. Got me excited.
Yes, I'm.
Because it looks like we were talking about this earlier. It looks very much like Winter Soldier, like a lot of the old Captain America movies. It's got that vibe to it. So
does this have the? This has the unfortunateness of having to follow Deadpool Wolverine, right?
Yeah, but it's got 6 months to follow. It's not right on the heels.
But it is the next
February,
film, correct? It's
February, I believe. Yeah.
Right.
I think we get Agatha After All sometime in the fall.
That's
series.
TV though, right?
TV. But next film, I think, is Captain America.
Next, it's Deadpool, Wolverine, then this one, as far as movies.
Yeah.
Go. I think that's.
And I know
good
Thunderbolts just wrapped. Thunderbolts just wrapped.
Is that a movie or a show?
That's a film.
Oh. Because
so that's probably coming out.
He's going to be back for a TV show.
Esposito said that?
His character's going to be in a television show.
I'm trying to think what's coming out.
But the thing is, if he's G.W. Bridge, aren't you basically saying, well, X-Force is real, here it is?
Maybe.
I mean,
I'm trying to think what other shows have been. I mean, they'll probably announce some at Comic-Con next week, but I know we have Armor Wars got turned into a film. It was a series.
That's a movie. That was going to be a show. Now it's a movie.
And Agatha After All, and I don't know what other series are coming out. I guess there's still Wonder Man is coming out.
Yeah. Do we still? So Agatha After All, is that when we finally get to see Vision again? You think?
No, because I think it's a prequel. It's back to when she was in the Witch Coven.
It's a prequel. Oh, it's a prequel. I didn't know that.
It's going back to show the birth of, or the beginning of Agatha as getting her powers. I think that's what it looked like.
All right. Huh. Okay. We'll see.
So I don't know.
Well, I'm excited, but now, of course, I'm sorry, but we do have contractual.
Oh, motherfucker. Skeletor. What to do? Jared was just talking about his trip and having the strange airline passenger.
The stranger, we'll call him.
The stranger. We'll call him the stranger. Have you ever had any sort of travel experiences with crazy personalities before?
Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. I actually am that kind of person. It's like what you're in your Superman mythology, the Mr. Michelplix. I have those powers. I like to go to other dimensions and mess with people. And of course, I think with Michelplix, he has to say his name backwards to get rid of him, right? Well, for me, you've got to make me come backwards. So, I'll stick around for a while, baby. And, you wonder what kind of dimension could be big enough to hold a trickster with the magnitude of powers like myself. Go ahead and ask. What's a big enough place to store such such a powerful genie, if you will.
What's a big enough place?
He-Man's mother's pussy! Because it's so gigantic. It's so fucking enormous. That hurt. Anyway, get me to come backwards. All right.
Come backward.
Sure, man. Send the snob Cody.
So let's get him on Rotten Tomatoes.
Let's do that. Rotten Tomatoes.
And out of the RNC. Let's get him out of the RNC and on the Rotten Tomatoes.
Out of the RNC, back at, yes. Eddie, where can all the fine folk find you?
5 days a week, patreon.com, the Ralph Report, Tuesdays, Fridays,
There it
Ramble
is.
Radio, Wednesdays, Ramble Proper, and then also on Fridays, Not Today with Jen Sturger.
There to look at that. You can find me in the same Ramble locales. You can find Eddie and Cody. I'm streaming games, Twitch and Kick, Retro Rocha, just my name on YouTube. We're back tomorrow for a regular Ramble. Until then, stay safe. We love you all. Until next time.